Hi everyone, it's BDevine, and this is the messages for Gemini from the mid of February to mid-March. And I'm doing this a little bit differently this time. I'm using sort of 3 different decks to do the readings for you. I'm going to be doing life in general and love readings, and I'm using the Green Witch Tarot for that. And I'm also going to give some sort of bonus, more clarification with my Mythic Tarot, and also going to give a message at the very end with my very own deck, Domino Angels. Buy one, get one free at my website. If you would like something more in-depth, your own personal reading, please check out my website, or you can chat with me on INSTANTGO, and that is just very quick, questions that you might have, or open up a chat with me. We can talk, for a bit. Yeah, so we'll see what comes through. I hope this is finding you happy and well wherever you are. So this is for Gemini, for your sun sign, moon, or rising sign. Okay, trying to get through the particulars really quickly. Okay, so life in general, and finances, and love for singles and couples as well. So we'll see what's coming up, and we'll start. Here we go. Okay, for Gemini, angels and guides, move forward, Gemini. Okay, that's it. So I'm just going to put 2 for life, 2 for love. Okay, singles, couples, and I'll talk about the different sections within that as well. Okay. All right, let's go for life in general. For Gemini. Well, wow, look at these cards. I'm going to show you now. Okay, so we got the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles, which is a really good one to get, and the 8 of Swords. Okay, so 2 very different sort of energies here. This is relating to your life in general and finances as well. Okay, so pretty cool cards. So let me just explain what's going on. I need to put this sort of right in front of me. So if I'm looking down, I'm just looking at the cards, that's all. Okay, so firstly for Gemini, your life in general. Okay, everything has been unfolding to you lately. There's been some differences going on within you, but perhaps you're not exactly sure what they are, or how to navigate your way through these changes that are happening. But you're doing it anyway. Okay, things have surprised you. Things have shifted in a new direction that you weren't really expecting. And part of you is still maybe holding back a little bit from what you can fully achieve. It's almost like if you look at this picture here, even though she's tied up and blindfolded, it's still quite easy for her to be able to break free if she really wants to. Okay, and that's the situation with you as well. You can break free from whatever's holding you back if you really choose that in your life, and if you really want to. There's going to be some sort of excitement between February and March that has been a long time coming for you, and there's some of you are going into a new situation in your life, and it's very much reminding you of a past situation. Maybe that's the thing that you can't put your finger on at the moment. It's something's reminding you about the past. And in fact, we're getting a lot of these emotional triggers at the moment, and this always comes when we're really, are we really sure that a change is what we want? Are we really sure that we're ready for this next phase in our life? And every time we get this kind of feeling, then something will come up. Not to block you, but to remind you of, exactly where you've been, how far you've come, all of that sort of stuff. I feel financially that, there's things for you to go and grab. There's things available to you. There's opportunities coming up for you. And maybe your mind shuts yourself down a little bit at times to, all of the opportunities that are there for you. Okay. I feel though, however, you're going to be okay. Like there's going to be things that fall into place. There's a lot of emphasis on creativity as well. you know, being a very creative person. Sometimes you can be a little bit absent-minded to other people around you. And my son's a Gemini, so I often say to him, you know, you're not even in your body, man. You're totally floating everywhere. You know, you got to bring yourself back into reality. Otherwise, your physical body starts to try to do everything on its own, and it's not completely immersed. And you know, you start going through some physical symptoms and things because it's not complete. Okay, so be aware of this too. For some people, there's travel and new journeys, new locations. And I keep getting that for almost everybody, that all of a sudden something happens to put you or catapult you into a new direction that you never would have dreamed of. So there's no point trying to figure out what it is. Just go with the flow. Okay, you're going in the right direction, even if it doesn't seem that way at times. You are going in the right direction, and you will have understanding very, very soon of why everything has to be the way that it has been. But you need to be really proud of yourself, because you've really lifted, especially this year. You know, you've really lifted in energy, and you know, you're starting to work things out slowly but surely, about what's right for you and what you're wasting your time on as well. Okay. For those of you who are single, we've got the Knight of Cups or Knight of Chalices here. So there is an offer for you, and we've got the King of Wands. Okay, so if there's something, if you are single at the moment, this card here is definitely showing that, you know, there's emotional offer on the table for you. This card is saying that, you know, there could be quite stable, there could be stability in this decision. Okay, but you must find you must first find that independence and strength within yourself. And it feels like this is what you've been working on within yourself and in your life. You've been working on who you are, what you really want, where you want to be. You want people to like you for who you are. You don't want to be false. You've been working a lot on different things in your life, and it looks like it's paying off. Okay, the person that comes forward could, they're very dreamy, they're very romantic, they're very lovey-dovey. So it could be something that you aren't used to, and it might take a little bit of getting used to. The message here is to just go slowly with this. Okay, so even if it's really excitable and that, just keep it all nice and slow. Don't get yourself overwhelmed into situations here. If you're not looking for anybody, then this could very well be telling you that there are offers coming in, but you may be still getting over something, or you know, maybe it's a past relationship, or you've just broken up or something and you're not quite ready. So once you find the King of Wands within yourself, that strength and security, independence, then you'll be ready. Okay, but it's saying that it is someone very spiritual is moving forward into your life, if that's what you wish. For those of you who are in a relationship, I feel like there's going to be a distance apart. One of you may be working away and just getting this distance, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. One of you is working away, or you have to go away, or there's some kind of message that comes through to let you know that, you know, someone's in hospital or something similar like this. You know, something just quickly happening, and there may be some time apart, but it's actually really good for your relationship. Other than that, there is stability here, and strength and growth together too. Sometimes there's a little bit of crazy eccentric behavior though, you know, and you don't know where it comes from, and then everything chills out again. Okay, if you're having problems in your relationship, and I've sort of been saying this, you know, on most of these messages today, it's just a feeling of space needed. So even though, you know, this could actually be happening, it's like it's needed for both of you. Maybe one of you is a little bit over dependent on the other, or you feel like you're being squashed, or you just feel like you just need that time. You don't know why, but you do. It's definitely a big calling for all of the star signs so far, is to make sure that you have that independence. When you have that independence, then you start building your own strength again, you know, and this is what you need. Okay, so let's get some more messages about this using my Mythic Tarot. So what other messages do Gemini need for February, March? That's it. One. Okay. I'm getting the King of Coins again. Okay, so the coin is the very big focus here. You have this king and you have this king. Look how different they are. One's a little bit more serious than the other. Okay, this king here is this King of Coin here is King Midas, and King Midas tells you that everything that you touch can turn to gold if you want it to. Okay, you have a lot of magical energy around you for this period, this month period, and it's time now to grasp that and to believe in yourself and your own abilities and start doing more for yourself, reaching out to more people, putting your work in more places, you know, talking to people about expansion on all levels, because you're going to get it. You're going to get that deal that you're looking for, but it won't come to you. This is something that you have to go and get, because you've been really really stuck and conflicted on an emotional level, on a financial level. You've just been shut out and it's been very difficult. You feel miserable or have felt miserable within yourself about how your life has been, and you know what you've been doing, how you've been treated, you know, you've been left out of things. But this is all changing. You have to fight back from this position. Okay, even though you're in a position where things are tough and you've been held back and you don't have, maybe you don't have the capital behind you to push forward with all of your plans, but now is the time to not worry about all of the details of how things happen, but to keep moving forward anyway with what you really want to do. It's most important for your life at the moment. Health-wise, there may be someone who's suffering from circulation problems, or you know, maybe there's been some sort of sweating or heat related sort of weird temperature things going on within the body. Okay, sometimes this indicates healing within the body. Sometimes this indicates stress levels are going through the roof, but we need to get that circulation moving. So outside in nature, walking, getting the inspiration, keeping yourself moving, but always go to a doctor if you feel something's not quite right, just to get checked out. Okay, and now to the Domino Angels. Let's see what message you have here. Okay, for Gemini. It's funny how sometimes we get the same sorts of messages, but we've got Virtuel. Virtuel is a bringer of surprise. Okay, this is the angel that is usually related to Leo as well. So this could be a surprise from a fire sign or a Leo in particular. Okay, saying the bringer of surprise this week, you shall more than likely receive new things, new clothes, jewelry, or things you've wanted, but you haven't really gotten around to getting. This is a gift from someone else, and you'll be amazed at the thoughtfulness of the gift. It could also indicate that you have been meaning to get something for someone, and this is an indication to do it now, like now's the time to do it. Okay, thank you to Virtuel, like gold candle to connect. And what we can learn from Virtuel and the angels and this kind of energy is whenever we want this kind of energy in our life, it's easy to bring it about. And you could work with a gold candle or paint a candle gold or something like that. And, you know, you could say, this is my candle for surprises. Like when I want surprises to happen in my life, I'm going to light this candle, and it's dedicated to Virtuel, the bringer of surprise. So, you know, something is coming to you this week, or perhaps it's this month section. You know, in this month section here, there's going to be something that, like, you go, wow, that's so cool, like someone thought of that, a very thoughtful gift for you, something unexpected. But also, if you've been thinking about buying something for someone else, now's the time where you'll find it, or, you know, be the right price or whatever that is for you. Okay, so those are the messages for February to March. it's going to be an interesting time for you guys. You definitely got that King of Coin, the King of Pentacles working with you strongly as it came out twice. And, you know, I just really feel like anything creative that you're doing, any ideas that you have at the moment, push them out there. Now is the time to get things happening. No more past, no more like how you used to do things. A new you, a new life, a new everything needs to begin, but it can only begin with you. Trust that when you do start pushing forward, that the right people will also come to help assist you on your path, okay, as you take that leap of faith into the future. So awesome work, Gemini. I'm really excited for you, what's going to start happening, the different parts of your life that are beginning to you know, twist and turn into something that you really want, a life that you really want, a happier life for yourself. So be open to receiving, okay? And I look